Hello everyone! Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Today we will read Chapter 2, Mowgli's Brothers, Part 2. Now you must move on for 10 or 11 years. You can't read all about the wonderful times that Mowgli had with the wolves, because that would be very many books. He grew up with the cubs, and Father Wolf taught him how to live in the jungle. He learned the meaning of every sound in the grass, every change in the night air, every note of the bird's call, every plop of a little fish jumping in the water. When he was not learning, Mowgli sat in the sun and slept and ate and went to sleep again. When he was dirty or hot, he went into the little forest rivers. When he wanted honey, Baloo taught him that honey and nuts are nice to eat. He climbed up the trees for it. Bagheera showed him how to do that. He took his place at the council rock when the pack met, and there he found that he had a great power. If he looked hard at one of the wolves, that wolf dropped his eyes. At other times, he pulled the long thorns out of the feet of his friends. Wolves have a lot of trouble with thorns in their feet from the thorny trees and bushes in the forest. Sometimes Mowgli went down from the hills to the villagers' fields at night. He looked at the villagers in their little house, but he didn't trust Mean. Bagheera stopped him more than once from walking in a trap that Mean had hidden in the jungle. He grew strong as a boy must grow when he doesn't know that he is learning any lessons. Mother Wolf told him not to trust Shere Khan. One day you must kill him, she said. A young wolf would have remembered that. Mowgli didn't remember it because he was only a boy. Shere Khan was often in the same part of the jungle as Mowgli, because Akela was becoming older and not so strong, and so the tiger was making himself the friend of the younger wolves. They followed him for the bits of food that he didn't want. Alaka didn't want like that, but he was getting too old to stop them. So Shere Khan said, "Why do you find all young hunters like you stay in a pack with a dying leader and a man cubs? They tell me that at the council rock you can't look into the man cub's eyes." And the young wolves were angry and hated Mowgli. Bagheera knew a little about this. He spoke to Mowgli about it. Mowgli laughed and said, "But I have the pack, and I have you, and Baloo would fight for me. Why should I be afraid?" "Open your eyes, little brother. Shere Khan isn't a danger to you in the jungle. But remember that Akela is old now. When he can't kill a deer, he won't be the leader. And most of the wolves who looked at you at the council rock are old too. The young wolves believe, as Shere Khan has told them, that a man cub ought not to be in the pack." Mowgli said, "I have never broken the law of the jungle, and I have pulled thorns from the feet of every wolf in the pack. Surely they are my brothers. Brothers! They will kill you if they can. But why? Why do they want to kill me?" "Look at me," said Bagheera, and Mowgli looked at him between the eyes. The big puncher turned his head away. "That is why," he said. "They hate you because their eyes can't meet yours. Because you have pulled thorns from your feet. Because you are a man." "I didn't know that," said Mowgli. "You need to know it," his friend said. "Listen. When Akela can't kill a sambar, and that maybe soon the pack will turn against him and against you. They will have a meeting at the Council Rock. And then, ah, I know. This is what you must do. Go down to the village at the foot of the hill and take some of the red flower that they grow there. Then, when the time comes, you will have a stronger friend than Baloo or me or those of the pack who love you. Get the red flower. Bagheera meant fire. He called it the red flower because, like every beast in the jungle, he was afraid of it. The red flower, said Mowgli. It grows outside their houses in little pots. I will get some. He started down towards the little river at the foot of the hill, and there he stopped because he heard the sound of the pack hunting. His ears told him that they were following a big sambar. He heard the big deer turn to fight. Then there were cries from the leader, from the young wolves. Akela, Akela, let the leader show how strong he is. Go in, Akela. The sounds told Mowgli that Akela went in alone, that his teeth did not get their hold, and that the sambar's kick made him fall. Mowgli didn't wait. He went on into the village and looked through the window of one of the houses. He saw how they give food to the fire. He saw a child fill a pot with pieces of the fire and bring it outside. He took the pot from the child. All the next day, Mowgli learned about his fire pot. In the evening, Tabaqui came and told him that he must go to the Council Rock. He laughed, and Tabaqui ran away. Frightened, the Mowgli went to the Council Rock, still laughing. Akela was by the side of his rock, not on top of it. That meant that another wolf could try to become the leader of the pack. Shere Khan, with his following of young wolves, walked openly on the Council Rock. Mowgli sat down, with the fire pot between his knees. Bagheera came and lay beside him. Shere Khan began to speak. He would not have been so brave when Akela was younger. Mowgli jumped up. Free people, he cried. Is Shere Khan the leader of the pack? Why is he here at all? Akela looked up. Free people and you, too, jackals of Rishan. For many years I led you to end from the kill. And in all the time, not one of you has been hurt or caught in a trap. Now I have failed to kill you. And so you will be right to kill me here on the Council Rock now. So I ask, who is coming to make an end of Akela? The law of the jungle, as you know, says that you must come one at a time. Nobody spoke. There was not a wolf who would fight Akela alone. Then Shere Khan roared, Bah! What do we care about this old fool? He's going to die soon. It is the man cub who has lived too long. Free people, he was mine from the beginning. Give him to me now. Akela spoke again. Mowgli has eaten our food. He has lived with us. He has helped us in the hunt. He always kept the law of the jungle. He's a man, cried most of the wolves again angrily, and they moved to where Shere Khan was. Now your friends can do nothing more. Only fight for you, said Bagheera. Mowgli stood up with the fire pot in his hands. Listen, you, he cried. I would have been a wolf with you until I died. But you have told me very clearly that I am a man, and so it must be true. I will not call you my brothers, Amimors, but dogs, as a man should. You will not say what is to happen to me. I will, And to make this clear to you, I have brought here a little of the red flower. The red flower you fear. He threw the fire pot on the ground, and some of the fire fell out. The wolves moved back in great fear as Mowgli put in a stick into it, and the stick started to burn. Good, said Mowgli. I can see that I was right. You are dogs. I'm going to leave you. I will be a man among men. But first I speak to these animals. And he stepped to where Shere Khan sat looking foolishly at the burning stick. Bagheera flowed because Mowgli was stepping into the danger. The cattle killer, Mowgli said, wanted to kill me here because he failed to kill me when I was cub. Well, this is how we beat dogs when we are mean. If you move, Shere Khan, I will push the red flower into your mouth. He beat Shere Khan on the head with his burning stick, and the tiger cried out in great fear. Bah, said Mowgli. You are brave now. Go. But you must all know this. The next time I come to the Council Rock, it will be with Shere Khan's skin. And know this, wolves. Akela goes free to live where he pleases. You will not kill him, because that is my order. And I don't think Shere Khan's friends will come here to the Council Rock anymore. I must drive you out like this. Go! The fire was burning strongly at the end of the stick, and Mowgli hit out with it as the young wolves ran crying with fear. At last, there were only Akela, Bagheera, and perhaps 10 wolves that had always loved Mowgli. Then something began to hurt Mowgli inside him, as he had never been hurt before, and the tears ran down his face. What is the matter with me? He said. I am dying, Bagheera. No, little brother, those are only tears, means tears. No, now I know you're a man, not a man's cub anymore. Don't be afraid of the tears, Mowgli. They are only tears. So, for the first time, Mowgli cried. Now, he said, I will go to Min, but first I say goodbye to my mother. And he went to the cave where she lived with Father Wolf, and he cried on her cot. Daylight was coming when Mowgli went down the hill alone to meet those unknown things that are calling men. Thanks for watching and listening. Спасибо, что вы меня слушаете и смотрите. Ставьте лайки, subscribe to my channel, подписывайтесь на мой канал. Скоро выйдет 3 глава Chaos Hunting Part 3. Goodbye!